Ever wondered what your pet is saying when it perks up its ears? Picture decoding bonobo or whale chatter and replying.
It sounds like fiction, yet researchers are uncovering grammar hidden in calls, where one squeak changes the meaning of another.
We now have cross-species models trained on millions of recordings that decodes frogs and whales.
Join our pack as we count down 5 breakthroughs decoding animal languages and stay.
And chat with us.
This episode unpacks 5 breakthroughs, from bonobo phrases to generative whale codas, that push us closer to chatting with other species.
Before we dive in, a transparency beat, where AI-generated hosts, a 2-person team using these tools to amplify conservation stories.
Our mission is to translate science into actions you can take while exploring the promise and pitfalls of AI talking to animals.
If you're excited to decode your cat's purrs or skeptical about AI ethics, stick around. We'll ask questions and reveal hopeful takeaways. Artificial intelligence teams are turning microphones toward forests and oceans, recording thousands of bonobo calls, whale clicks, and bird songs. When researchers played back bonobo recordings, they noticed sequences where one call changed the meaning of the next, hinting at real grammar. Scientists found similar compositional structures in chimpanzees mixing alarm and recruitment calls, and in Japanese tits layering notes. Project CETI's sperm whale team used machine learning to group click sequences into vowel-like categories and even identify rhythm patterns. Earth Species Project connected an encoder to a language model, training on millions of audio-text pairs from birds, frogs, and whales. Without species-specific tuning, their model classified species, detected call types, and even counted individuals, showing emergent abilities across taxa. Google's DolphinGemma runs on a phone, tokenizing clicks, whistles, and burst pulses to predict the next sound and enable real-time chats. Elephants use rumbling calls like personal names. In Kenya, low-frequency rumbles addressed specific members, and calves responded only to their own. Workshops at NeuroIPS are uniting ethicists, linguists, and conservationists to share datasets and set guidelines for using AI in bioacoustics. Real-time monitoring detects illegal logging and gunshots, and classifies pig grunts for stress. Similar tech may power your dog's collar.
Claim only humans use grammar. Evidence: bonobos combine calls, chimpanzees mix alarms and recruitment. Caveat: we haven't seen displacement or duality. Hundreds of bonobo recordings reveal non-trivial compositionality, where one sound modifies another's meaning, similar to adjectives in human speech. We also see AI-generated whale codas, with vowel-like patterns, and 4 types of frequency change: rising, falling, fall-rise, and rise-fall. Claim: each species needs a model. Evidence: NatureLM-audio generalizes across birds, whales, and frogs without tuning. Caveat: performance varies. Zero-shot tasks, like call type detection and audio captioning, mean biologists can ask the model a question and get an answer. NatureLM-audio's emergent ability to count individuals isn't magic. It transfers counting skills from human speech models to animal recordings. Claim: AI replaces fieldwork. Evidence: DolphinGemma and NatureLM rely on decades of data and partnerships with biologists. Caveat: expertise remains. DolphinGemma's training on Atlantic-spotted dolphin whistles uncovered recurring clusters that may be the building blocks of words or phrases. On a phone, the model plays synthetic whistles for objects. Dolphins learn to mimic sound to ask for a scarf or seaweed. Claim: naming is human. Evidence: elephant rumbles addressed individuals and calves responded to their own names. Caveat: patterns may vary. Some birds and monkeys also have signature calls. Machine learning analyses are just starting to map those patterns across thousands of recordings. Claim: bioacoustics is fringe. Evidence: NeurIPS workshops and benchmark datasets show mainstream interest. Caveat: we must still bridge linguistics, ethics, and conservation. Real-time monitors in forests and oceans classify pig grunts and detect illegal logging. Caveat: such tools could be misused. Claim: AI conversation is near. Evidence: two-way interactions remain experimental, and animals may not interpret synthetic calls. ethical guidelines urge us to limit playback to controlled settings, keep synthetic signals distinct, and involve ethicists to prevent exploitation.
Imagine walking through a forest and whispering to a bonobo, only to have it answer you back. My heart howls at the idea of bridging species, and I know the pack is already buzzing with questions and puns.
Quick reality check. Dolphins may mimic whistles, but we still don't know if they grasp our intent. Before we claim conversation, we need evidence that animals interpret synthetic signals the way we expect. What would convince you?
Hearing elephants call each other by name warmed my heart. It reminded me of our viewer Richard sharing Tasmanian tiger tracks, and our pack comparing dew claws to double-registered steps. Your field notes matter when we map these languages together.
We love emergent abilities, but as an analyst, I must flag that counting frogs from audio works because the model learned from human speech. Always see our sources panel, pause and verify before sharing extraordinary claims.
So yes, caution is essential, but let's not lose the wonder. There's a tiny but mighty joy in realizing animals might have adjectives and names. Drop your pun about whales or bonobos in the comments, and let's keep this debate playful and open.
Now it's your turn. Would you be more excited to decode your dog's bark or a humpback song? Vote in our poll and upload a backyard recording to Xenocanto or iNaturalist. Together, we can test these models with real data. Let's wrap our tour. We learned that bonobos and chimpanzees mix calls like adjectives and nouns. Sperm whales have vowel-like clicks. Cross-species models train on millions of recordings to classify and count. DolphinGemma runs on a phone. Elephants call each other by name, and researchers are building a global bioacoustics community to share data and ethics. These discoveries are not science fiction. They point to real connections waiting to be nurtured. Here's how you can help. Record frogs, birds, or neighborhood coyotes and upload them to citizen science platforms. Open the sources panel to explore the Nature article and Earth Species Project blog. Share this video with a friend who loves animals and leave a comment telling us what creature you would most like to chat with. These tools aren't just academic. Real-time monitors help rangers stop illegal logging and fishing, and understanding stress calls could trigger interventions to save a herd or pod. One day, decoding a bark might let you know your dog is hungry rather than anxious, improving welfare at home and in the wild, and maybe for animals everywhere. With great potential comes responsibility. Ethicists warn that synthetic calls might confuse animals or be weaponized by poachers. Guidelines urge clear markers on generated sounds, limited use in captivity, and collaborative oversight. By supporting ethical research and pushing for regulations, we can ensure AI enhances relationships rather than exploits them. And we practice transparency about our own AI pipeline. If you made it this far, you're a true pack member. Tell us in the comments which breakthrough surprised you most, and drop your best animal pun. Will whales click with wordplay, or will bonobos outpun them? Your contributions keep our community lively and help the algorithm notice our work. Plus, we might feature your pun in our next video. We're just getting started. Next week, we'll unravel the mystery of climate-driven hybrids like the grue jay and showcase 2 new gecko species discovered in Nepal. Make sure to hit subscribe and watch our micro short teasers so the algorithm hands you those stories as soon as they drop. Our schedule is pinned, and your views shape our path. Huge thanks to Richard, Kindred Creatures, Fract Alchemist, Jasmine, Effie, and our superfan Musketeer Chris for your insightful comments and humor. You fuel our curiosity and keep our spirits high. We are honored to run this channel as a small team, and your support makes the grind worthwhile. Your puns and field stories will get shoutouts in future episodes, so keep them coming. As we move from decoding whale songs to maybe one day answering them, let's remember that curiosity and care go hand in hand. Like a dolphin's whistle, your voice matters. If you found value here, like the video, subscribe, and share it with a friend. Until next time, keep listening for the unsung voices all around you.